Hi, my name is Cameron Carlson with AnimationLocation.tv. I'm here at Animatic 2018 with my good pal, the Portrait Dude.
Nice to see you guys again, man.
It's nice to see you as well. So it's been about a year since the time we had the chance to talk. How's it been?
It's been busy, really busy, and really good.
Alrighty, so we're going to jump into it. You talked a lot about last time, your unique places that you like to shoot your photography. What places outside of conventions has been one of your favorite places to do a photo shoot?
There is an abandoned concrete factory in Columbus, Ohio. It's kind of roped off to where you can't necessarily get there now, but at one time you could go there and shoot, and I've shot Erica Fett there, I shot Lady Devon there. We did some really cool stuff. It's got a lot of graffiti, not just the spray paint stuff, but like actual artwork that people have done there, and there's a giant dowsum that includes like in one entire wall, and I've done some Street Fighter stuff there because it's just got a really neat vibe to it, and it's a shame that it's kind of gotten to the point to where we can't go there anymore. It's one of my favorite places.
Getting a little too dangerous?
Just a little bit, yeah.
So you now have a studio here in Ohio. How's it going for you, and what's the response been to your studio, to work with people in your studio?
The response has been surprising. I wasn't for sure how it was going to go. I wasn't looking for a studio, but one of my buddies, Tim Evans Photography, he approached me and said, hey, you know, we've got a beat on a really good place over here, and I was immediately like, nope, not interested. He was like, just look at it. So I looked at it. It's amazing. I love it. It's perfect for my style, and it's right in the middle of Columbus, Ohio. It's close to my job, close to the airport, 5 minutes from the convention center. The response has been that I can book studio stuff for Columbus conventions now, which is dope, let me tell you. That has been the biggest thing, is now whenever I say, okay, I'm going to shoot at the convention till about 7, from 7 to 9, I go get dinner with friends. From 9 to 1 o'clock in the morning, I'm booking studio stuff, and immediately people wanting to, I'm just like, okay, this is great. It gives me a chance to kind of refine my style. I've really cranked stuff down and not have to run from security guards, Katsucon, that means you, all the time. You know, they're doing their job, I understand, but it's really annoying to try to have to continually shift around. With this way, I can get things locked into place and know we go into this room, we do this is the result I get. It's been great. I love it. And I love having the place where I can go and create, because now whenever I go home, I'm not editing all the time. I can go home and be with my kids and my wife, which is it's pretty cool. That's important. It's important, guys.
Alrighty, now, recently one of your photos got the cover of Treat Your Geek with another friend of ours, Mr. Nightmage. Yep. How was it working for that and seeing that go up on a cover?
That was a surprise. I had no clue. They kind of mentioned something. It's like, hey, yeah, we're wanting to use some of your stuff. I'm like, yeah, sure, that's fine. I'm pretty easy to work with. Next thing I know, they're sending me like a proof to look at, and I was like, holy crap, we got the cover. Oh, my God. So it looks great. The funny thing is the shot that we got was literally as Nightmage at Animatic Con, the first one 2 years ago, was running from here to over here to officiate the costume contest, and then I was like, hey, we haven't got shots of your Kratos yet. He's like, okay, just like we do, just bam, bam, bam. So it was literally like a 45-second shoot. We got 4 shots. That's what got the cover right there. Blows my mind. We do studio shoots for 5 hours, no cover. 30-second shot cover. You just never know.
Right, and I actually I liked it. I thought it was a cool cover. So you happen to work with Miss Erica Fett and Galaxy Amethyst Cosplay, and it was picked up by some pretty big media outlets. And what was it like to see that response in that shoot? Like, we know that Miss Fett is with Suicide Girls, so they were really cool with it. And then we know Amethyst is like just all over the place. So what was it like to have all those media outlets pick it up and just kind of spread those cool pictures around, especially because you guys actually shot in a real graveyard?
Yes. Honestly, it's a little crazy. This is just something that's become such a big part of my life. This is just something that I do, and these are just like people that I work with. So I don't think, okay, she's got 2 million followers on Instagram. You don't really think in those terms anymore. It's just like, oh, hey, and I'm just texting her. I was like, you know, we need to get to shoot this sometime. And she's like, please, yes, I miss your face. And she'll come over with her husband. He's also a photographer. So we'll just talk shop and we'll have a good time. Galaxy, she's just, like I said, love the kid. She's fantastic. Always brings such energy and love for the characters that she has, and we always have a great time shooting. And to see it picked up and spread like that, I could care less for myself. That's cool. I'm really happy for them, because that just kind of pushes them even farther up and out, and that's what I'm about, man. I love making people feel better about themselves, to show them that they're amazing. And, you know, even if you do this for a living like Erica does, it's nice to get that kind of, oh, this is really cool, you know.
As you say that, the door opens and it gets colder in
Hey,
here.
I got a cold right on my back, man.
All right, so you did a really great video explaining why you do photo shoots and photography, working and telling your story with Thousand Face Cosplay. What made you want to get that video out to fans so they can understand a little bit more about photography and photo shoots?
Video has been something that I've wanted to do for a while now, and the studio has really allowed me to have an area where I can set up lights and do that and have some quiet, even if it is at 1 o'clock in the morning when I'm supposed to be sleeping because I get up early for work. Sorry, guys. But so that has just kind of been something that's really been on my heart because I feel very passionate about cosplay, obviously. I love cosplay. I love the cosplayers. I love, just everything about it. It's something that people can come and feel a safe place. It's something that people can come and just be their real selves, not their muggle selves that we have to be out in the world, but to just be able to come in here and be part of this community. Yesterday they mentioned, how many people is this your first con? Whenever they raise their hands, I'm just like, welcome to the family, because that's what it feels like, And to be able to put out a video, especially the shoot that you're in particular mentioned is the Ryu shoot from Gen Con. I've always had a little bit of an idea about why people get their pictures taken, but Ethan really just
he said like if he didn't get it that day, it was just, he knew immediately like all the quality was going to go.
Exactly, because to summarize real quick, Ethan had just come off doing a show. He's a bodybuilder. He had been on a very strict regimen and everything. Wednesday was the show, I think. Thursday I was coming into Indianapolis, and he wanted to shoot Thursday night. Whenever I come in, I've got to load all my stuff in. I've got to put all my stuff on. Batteries on charge is a 45-minute process, guys. It's a big deal. Ask these guys, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
So anyway, to summarize, like I said, he wanted to shoot Thursday. I asked him why, and he said just because I can see a difference from day to day in my own body. And I said, you don't even have to finish that sentence. I know what you're going to say. If we shoot Sunday like we were supposed to, you would look at those pictures every time, even if...
what could I have done better, or what could have been better?
What could have, just a little bit, and that did it for me. And, this is a major accomplishment in his life. That's the best physical condition he's been in. He was super happy with
he just won the silver for
bodybuilding. Yeah. He was super happy with the cosplay, even though people gripe that Ryu doesn't have a beard. Street Fighter V, look it up. Yes, he does. So anyway, just that really flipped a switch in my head. So I understand a lot more now of why cosplayers do this, and I am more than happy to shoot with all of you guys. So thank you so much for letting me do that for you.
Alrighty, and going along with Ethan, who can be a villain, what villain actually inspires you, and what villain would you love to do a photo shoot with if somebody could do a really good one of it?
Shoot. Oh my gosh. Villains. There's so many that's like, well, it's not technically a villain. I was joking earlier. 1970s Charles Xavier, not technically a villain. Dude was messed up. Look it up. Just really. A lot of my first ones starting up was like New Mutants, and Excalibur was some of the stuff that I did. But Spider-Man has always been like really near and dear to my heart. I gotta go early 90s Venom, where he first started, where he just, with the big tongue and everything, Now, he changed. He got better.
Yeah, he's actually technically an anti-hero.
Doesn't rip out spines and eat brains anymore.
He's supposed to.
Yeah, right.
We'll see. Hey, we'll see in the new movie.
We'll see. Which I had a friend of mine who actually worked on that movie, Miracle Burns.
Nice.
Look her stuff up. She's fantastic. Love you, dear.
Alrighty, so you're going to go with 19 Venom. Is there anybody that you particularly would like to see dress up as Venom if they could?
I've shot some really dope Venoms. There's a few that do really Venoms. I don't remember their names off the top of my head, but I would say if I see something like that on Instagram, I'll save a snapshot of it, and I have a folder on there that's like, work with these people if you can.
Yeah.
So I've got a few of them on there that have done really, really nice versions of Venom. A lot of detailing into, making sure that the symbiote actually looks like living and dimensional instead of just,
black with the white.
Right. And there's different versions for each one. There's certain versions and certain ways to do that both are totally appropriate, but that's the one that I want to shoot, the one that's
kind of looks real.
Yeah, it's like you took you took a hot glue gun, like a box of hot glue, and just that's the one I want to shoot. So if you've got that, call me.
Alrighty, so kind of being a little more serious here, Animatic Con is all about raising and helping awareness for autism and then helping those families with autism and those children. What does that mean for you?
That's fantastic for me. I don't have anybody in my own personal life that has autism, but there's friends of mine that are directly related and directly affected by that. And with that, and with any sort of other thing that makes us different, I don't want to say disability or whatever, because it's really not. That's like with me personally. ADD, OCD, whatever. And I was like, oh, you mean the ability to multitask and focus on multiple different things at the same time, where you're functioning on one? Yeah, sure, disability, guys, whatever. But it's just a different way of thinking, and I love that this con has things to facilitate that. Like, they have a quiet room. They have a quiet room, guys, to where even whenever I'm shooting, I mean, you guys know I'm blasting all over the place. Sometimes I just need to put my headphones on and go eat a sandwich quietly. I can't do that out here because I'm always going to be bombarded, and I don't want to disappoint people. I'd love to shoot with you guys. If you see me, come see me. If I have my headphones on, please leave me alone. That's headphones on, world off. That's what my buddy said. He's going to get me a t-shirt with it, he said. I'm probably going to get it before he does, just because that's fantastic, and I love that Animatic Con in particular is raising awareness for that and really bringing things together for people, because I've got 4 kids. Each one of them behave very differently. I cannot make it a full con, especially if I'm shooting with all 4 of them. I think with this con that I could do that, because we could go to the quiet room, we could have a little bit of time, and we could just have that minute and still have them out here with me enjoying themselves and having fun. So I think that's fantastic. Thank you guys so much for doing that.
Alrighty, and kind of wrapping things up here, where can we find you online if we need to potentially hang out with you to do a shoot? And then what message would you like to give out to all the fans that have been so helpful and so wonderful to keep up with you and keep up with your work?
Theportraitdude.com is where all of my stuff is linked in. Not LinkedIn, I don't do LinkedIn. That was a weird choice of words. But that's where...
Tied together.
That's where all of my stuff is. Theportraitdude.net is my Facebook page. I don't do Facebook as much anymore, but I'm wanting to, starting to do a lot more YouTube stuff.
Right.
Especially with just like the story videos. I told the story of my first cosplay shoot. Look it up. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. Yeah. So just that sort of stuff. YouTube is probably one of the places where I'm going to be pumping out a lot more content. And just, what's the new one? Vero, I think it is. I'm on Vero.
Yeah.
It's interesting. It's interesting. It's like old school Instagram, a little bit without algorithms. I'm trying it out. If you're on there, look me up. And like I said, just basically anything The Portrait Dude. Because whenever I started, The Portrait Dude was a blank slate. That's what I wanted. And I snatched up all the social media things immediately. I got the .com within 5 minutes of settling on the name. Yeah, so it fits my personality. And as far as a message, I love you guys. I love you all. Guys, as in guys, ladies, whatever. Theys. I love everyone. You guys are the reason why I do this. I have never been able to really do anything and feel like I'm making a difference. The only other thing that I love this much is drumming, and I can't make a difference drumming, but this, I can shoot with somebody and see the look on their face, see the self-confidence, and see them walking by in the hallway. It's like, hey. That's an amazing feeling. There's nothing else like it in the world, and it's because of all of you. So thank you for your love. Thank you for following. Thank you for your art, and thank you for being you. Don't hide who you are, because you never know who's going to love the weirdo inside.
Thanks again, Wes, and it's been wonderful, my friend. Thank you.
Thank you.